The JDM import class of 2022 features an exciting slew of iconic models that would look good in any garage. Today we talk about 10 cool and affordable JDM cars you can now import to the States. Before starting the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel to get more informative videos. Decades ago, the dollar's value relative to other currencies allowed anyone to import a car from the gray market for rock-bottom pricing. The National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act of 1966 opened an avenue for unregulated automotive imports, and by the late 1980s, the chicken had come home to roost. Consequently, the Imported Vehicle Safety Compliance Act of 1988 became law, and the U.S. has since missed out on several gems from foreign markets. On the one hand, the 25-year import rule halted the dreams of several gearheads, but on the other, the infamous law became a gift that keeps on giving, presenting American car enthusiasts with something to look forward to at the turn of every year. Although a few duds will make it to the shores, the JDM import class of 2022 features an exciting slew of iconic models that will look good in any garage. Here's a list of cool and affordable JDM cars worth tracking down and importing to the States. Number 10. The EK9 Honda Civic Type R. The Civic was a breakthrough offering for Honda, the automaker's first model to sell in significant numbers outside the Japanese domestic market. However, the Civic's sportiest and undoubtedly most desirable iteration was the Type R, introduced in 1997, a gem that Honda only sold at home. Based on the 6th generation Civic, the EK9 Type R combined the compact hatchback's body style with a high-revving 182 horsepower 1.6-liter inline-4. Unfortunately, owners have driven the life out of their EK9 Type Rs, so most models have clocked over 100,000 miles, and you could get one for less than $10,000. If you're lucky to find a decent example with around 50K on the odometer, they'll go for about 30 grand, while pristine models demand over $80,000. Number 9. G50 Toyota Century. Toyota first launched the Century in 1967, commemorating the 100th anniversary of the birth of the company founder. The flagship sedan was lauded by Japanese executives and diplomats as a distinguished automobile. In 1997, Toyota made a full model change to ensure unparalleled reliability and high-precision quality through state-of-the-art manufacturing technologies. Besides the upgrades to the styling, luxurious amenities, and interior functionality, the second-generation Century received a bulletproof 5-liter 1GZ FE V12 engine capable of 275 horsepower. Should you want to snag this excellent piece of high-class Japanese luxury, you can expect to spend as much as $13,000 for a well-maintained example. The C35 Nissan Laurel. The Laurel was part of the model lineup that shifted from Prince Motor Company to Nissan when the two companies merged. The 8th and last generation, C35, of the Nissan Laurel debuted in 1997, sold primarily in the JDM since export had ceased in 1989. The C35 facelift of 1997 came with 4 engine variants: the 2-liter RB20D, the 2.5-liter RB25D, the 2.5-liter RB25DT Neo, and 2.8-liter RD28E diesel, all paired to a 4-speed automatic. Considering the timeless RB series engine is a tuning scene legend, paying $15,000 for a well-kept example is an excellent way to start a worthy build project. Number 7. Toyota Aristo. The Aristo was Toyota's entry into the luxury 4-door sedan market in the 90s, although North America received the next best thing, the Lexus GS. Surprisingly, this sleeper remains underrated and overlooked by the majority, with only a clever few in the tuning community realizing its potential. The Aristo's strengths lie in the legendary 1JZ and 2JZ engine choices, not to mention the ability to function as a comfortable daily driver with enough room for family hauling duties. The Toyota Aristo enjoys lots of aftermarket support, but the rarity of pristine examples sees well-maintained examples demand north of $16,500. If you could import any legal car, what would it be? Comment below. Number 6. Mitsubishi FTO. Mitsubishi was a Japanese motor industry heavy hitter in the 1990s, making waves on the streets with fantastic cars like the 3000 GT, GTO, Lancer Evolution, and the FTO. Although the FTO is little known as a JDM icon, it's an underrated gem that won the coveted Japanese Car of the Year award in 1994, the first sports car to claim the crown since the mighty MR2 almost a decade earlier. Facelifted FTO models debuted in 1997 with a redesigned front bumper arrangement and an aero wing for a spoiler. Depending on the model, the engine choices range from 123 horsepower, 1.8-liter single overhead cam, inline 4, to a 178 horsepower 2-liter dual overhead cam V6 and a 197 horsepower 2-liter dual overhead cam Civic. Just take that whole part out. Well-maintained Mitsubishi FTO examples with low mileage demand up to $20,000. Number 5. Toyota Celica SS III. Most gearheads dream of owning the legendary Impreza Type R, but the majority either overlook or are unaware of its nemesis from the 90s, the Toyota Celica SS III. The Celica SS began as a package, but it later became a Celica variant with 3 versions, SS1, SS2, and SS3, boasting different power outputs. The Celica SS3 houses a 200 horsepower naturally aspirated inline 4 with VVTi, Toyota's VTEC equivalent, the 4th generation red top beams 3SG engine introduced in 1997. Despite offering the same horsepower and better torque than the Impreza Type R, you could snag a decent Toyota Celica SS3 for $20,000. Number 4. Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 4. When the Lancer Evolution 4 debuted in 1996, Mitsubishi was riding high with Tommy Mäkinen's success in winning the driver's crown in the World Rally Championship with the Evo 3. Fitted with a 276 horsepower 4G63 inline 4 turbocharged engine for the 1997 season, Evo 4 recorded 6 wins in 18 races, and Mäkinen won the 2nd consecutive WRC driver's title behind an Evo 4. Although Evo 4 imports started in 2021, the 1997 model holds provenance since it marks the consummation of the compact 5-number Evo in its history. Interestingly, a well-maintained Lancer Evolution 4 with less than $100,000 on the odometer could go for about $25,000. Number 3. Subaru Impreza WRX STI Type R. The WRX Type R STI version 4 debuted in late 1996, a crucial period as Subaru cemented its name in history through stellar performances within World Rally circles. The Type R marked a significant milestone for Subaru, becoming the first 2-door Impreza and later serving as the aesthetic inspiration for the shape of the 22B and the P1. The GC8D update for version 4 introduced forged pistons for the first time in the 275 horsepower 2-liter EJ20 4-cylinder turbo engine. Today, anyone would be lucky to pay less than $30,000 for a well-kept example of arguably one of the purest WRX STI Type R models. Number 2. Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. For Mitsubishi, Pajero Evolution's main goal was to meet homologation requirements to enter the rally raids and ultimately dominate the Dakar Rally. The Pajero Evolution won the Dakar in its first time out, a significant contribution to Mitsubishi's Guinness World Record for having the most Dakar Rally wins by an automobile manufacturer. With pristine examples demanding as much as $55,000, models with less than 100,000 mileage should lie well within the $30,000 price point. Number 1. Honda NSX Type S. The Honda NSX shocked the world when it debuted in 1990, setting benchmarks through class-leading tech and unmatched performance. In 1997, Honda introduced the NSX Type S, designed slightly sportier with a stiffer suspension than the regular model, though not as stripped down and hardcore as the Type R. The NSX Type S houses a 3.2-liter liquid-cooled dual overhead cam VTEC V6, limited to 276 horsepower, in line with the infamous gentleman's agreement. Although most NSX models sell north of $60,000, it's possible to get a lower spec NSX Type S for around $40,000. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Daily Driver channel to get more updates. See you in the next video.